Hi everyone, this is Hippy Dippy with another anime review. We are reviewing an anime that that is pretty much about reincarnation, so to speak. But usually when it comes to reincarnation, another world with a smartphone, that's when the character is OP as fuck. And you also have another anime where the character sucks ass, but it's more comical. The thing with this anime, however, is that they make the god the protagonist, the main villain, so to speak, because our main character doesn't believe in God. And the thing that interested in me is the fact that the main character is the only interesting character, because the interesting character is pretty much a guy who's an office person who fires someone who when he fires him, after the guy gets fired, the guy who got fired pushes him towards a train and then killing him. But before he gets killed, God speaks to him about getting reincarnated into a different world. The problem is the fact that the world that he's in is a magic world where you use like guns to like shoot magic bullets. That's what he can, because he can use magic in this world. But the problem is, though, is the fact that he doesn't believe in God. He wants to do something with God so he can win. God is called Planet X. I'm gonna call him X because that's what they call him in the show, I believe, or something X, or I don't know. But the thing is the fact that X X is the main protagonist, so to speak, because the main character gets reincarnated by to be a 10-year-old blonde girl, and she joins the military at 10 years old, no less, and she destroys everyone. She's still in the military. Um, and then she gets up the ranks and she helps out everyone because she has more knowledge, because she's lived a life in the modern day world, in this world, because this world takes place in the early 1920s. So you see my point, or the 1900s, so to speak. So it's like that. But the thing that is really interesting is the fact that it's pretty much a retelling of World War II. I noticed that at the last episode because of how the map, when they showed off the map, it shows off that the main character is Germany, and she's trying to take over the world because she wants a successful life. Um, but the thing is the fact that she has a problematic of doing ridiculous stuff. So yeah, that's why she is the good villain. She is the villain. Our main character is the main villain. Okay, she is the main villain. God is not the main villain. He's just trying to make her believe that there is a God, which he doesn't. But it's a she. But yeah. Um, there's not a lot of other characters that come to mind. I mean, the guy with the glasses is the only character that actually gets irrelevant to some extent, because the other characters don't really do that much. It's like, what the fuck? You have all these characters, but you don't do shit towards them, and that's what the main problem is. But she does have a unit. The unit is really good. They're always on the front lines too, which I think that's fucking funny. But to be honest with you, the theme song sucks. I hate the fucking theme song. And yeah, so yeah. Now, what do I give this? I will give this a 5 out of 10. It's decent. I love the action of the anime. Like the first battle she ever does, they retell the first battle she does, even though it was combat training. But the military wants her not to do that, so that's why she did that. So she decides to go kamikaze on everyone by blowing herself up, which she never does because she has magic, and that's why it happens. But that first battle, the character that she's fighting against, he appears at least twice towards her, and he blows himself up because he wants her dead, because she she killed everyone that he cared about. The thing is the fact that at the very end of the anime, they tease her daughter trying to get revenge on her because and then it shows her the God's power. Now you might be wondering, what does God have to do with this? There's a mechanism for the magic. The magic of the main character goes out of whack because the scientists want to improve the mechanism for flying with a person, not by planes, which that confuses me altogether because people can fly because they can use magic, but they still have fucking fighting planes, which makes no fucking sense. But I guess it's in the era of World War II, so I don't really mind it. Or World War One. I don't know when World War II or World War One would happen. So yeah. But anyway, here's the thing. She tries to do the prototype and it keeps failing, but she has to pray to God to make it work, and that's what she does. Um, that's how God gets her, and that's the funny thing. The relationship between God and the main character is probably the most interesting thing of this whole anime, to be honest with you, and that's why it gets a 5, just because of that plot. That's why I like about it, and that's why it gets a 5. Everything else is just like mediocre or okay, to my opinion. Um, I wish they did more stuff because there's only 12 episodes. I don't know if there's gonna be more episodes. But with that being said, though, what are you guys' thoughts on this anime? Do you think that's a really good anime? And that's why I'm asking. Okay, now that the main now this is gonna be a long. This is gonna be an interesting thing because there's a person named Chess Crystal. She picked an anime for me to watch, and that was not the anime I watched. Shout out to her, by the way. You should subscribe to her channel. She's an awesome person. But the main thing that drives me, the thing that is really interesting to me, is the fact that the main characters in this anime is in another anime, which I wanted to read, which is the anime that Chess Crystal watched. But the problem is, though, is the fact that I need to watch two more animes, or maybe two more animes to watch that anime, because they're like 4 or 5 animes in that world, because it's like for example, if one anime, it's like for example, if Monkey D. Luffy meets Naruto, it's like a crossover. But in this anime, however, Constant Quartet, there are like 4 or 5 animes that are like mashed together, and I want to watch that because I started watching like six episodes of it, but apparently not. So that's why I'm watching this anime, so I get more background of the characters that are in that anime, because I didn't know like half of the characters in this anime. So that's why I reviewed this anime now and why I watched it early. I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care and always stay happy. Shout out to Chess Crystal though, because she's the main reason why I watched this anime, because I want to understand more anime stuff, and I'm like. So yeah, I give this a 5 out of 10. Be cautious of watching it because it's just a retelling of World War II, just with magic and it's either World War One or World War II. I don't know which. Wait, it's World War One because World War II was in the 1940s. Okay, so this one's the First World War retelling with magic, and the main character is from the modern day, but it gets reincarnated, and that's why. So yeah, it's the retelling of the First World War of this world. So yeah, hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care, and always stay happy. Stay positive, everyone.